The year is 1917. Soldiers preparing for war lace up their boots with painstaking care, tugging at knots as time ticks away. In the chaos of battle, every second counts, and shoelaces are a slow liability. Into this moment of urgency arrives an invention that had languished in obscurity for 2 decades, the zipper. Known first as the clasp blocker, it had been dismissed as clumsy and impractical. Yet here on the battlefield, it proved its worth. What had been a commercial failure suddenly became indispensable, and in doing so, the zipper secured its place in history. The story begins in 1891, when Whitcomb Judson, an American inventor, received a patent for his clasp blocker. Judson envisioned a device that could fasten shoes more quickly than laces. It consisted of a row of hooks and eyes that slid together with the help of a slider mechanism. Clever in theory, it was flawed in execution. The device jammed easily, broke under strain, and often popped open at the worst possible times. Still, Judson was convinced he had created something revolutionary, and he unveiled his clasp blocker at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. Visitors were intrigued, but when it came to actual use, the verdict was harsh. The clasp blocker was unreliable and impractical. Despite the poor reception, Judson pushed forward. He founded the Universal Fastener Company and tried to market his invention as a faster alternative to shoelaces. But consumers simply weren't convinced. The clasp blocker was expensive, fragile, and awkward to use. For years, the invention struggled, failing to find a market. Judson's company teetered on the edge of collapse, and the clasp blocker seemed destined for obscurity. Enter Gideon Sundback, a Swedish-American engineer who joined the company in the early 20th century. Sundback was tasked with improving Judson's flawed design, and through years of meticulous work, he created a more reliable version in 1913, instead of hooks and eyes. Sundback developed interlocking metal teeth that meshed together securely with the pull of a slider. He also devised a machine that could manufacture the fastener efficiently, solving one of the biggest obstacles to its adoption. This design became the foundation of the modern zipper. But even Sundback's improved version struggled at first. The fastener, though ingenious, still lacked a clear purpose in consumers' eyes. Buttons and laces were familiar, dependable, and cheap. Why switch to something untested? The new device was mocked in the press as a novelty that no one needed. The name zipper hadn't even been coined yet, and the product remained a curiosity rather than a success. The turning point came with the U.S. military during World War I. Soldiers needed footwear that could be secured quickly and reliably. Sundback's fastener was tested on military boots, and suddenly, its advantages were undeniable. No more fumbling with laces under fire, no more time lost in dressing. What had seemed like a toy in civilian life became a tool of survival on the battlefield. The military's endorsement gave the fastener credibility it had never enjoyed before. It was around this time that the B.F. Goodrich Company began experimenting with the fastener for its line of rubber galoshes. In 1923, the company coined the catchy name zipper to describe the zipping sound the device made when pulled shut. The name stuck, and soon zipper replaced clasp blocker entirely. With a new name and proven reliability, the zipper began its slow march toward ubiquity. Fashion designers were initially hesitant, clinging to buttons and laces that had dominated for centuries. But by the 1930s, the zipper started appearing in children's clothing, where its ease of use won over parents tired of struggling with tiny buttons. From there, it spread to men's trousers, dresses, luggage, and beyond. By mid-century, the zipper had become an inseparable part of modern life. What makes the story of the zipper so remarkable is not just its eventual success, but the persistence behind it. For 20 years, it seemed destined to fail. Whitcomb Judson died in 1909, never living to see his invention triumph. It was Sundback's engineering brilliance, combined with a moment of military necessity and a stroke of marketing genius from B.F. Goodrich, that transformed the clasp blocker into the zipper we know today. Today, billions of zippers are produced each year. They hold together our jeans, jackets, bags, tents, and shoes. They are so ordinary, so unremarkable in daily life, that we forget they were once a radical innovation that nearly disappeared into obscurity. The story of the zipper is a reminder that even the most common objects carry hidden histories of struggle, failure, and perseverance. Behind every tug of a zipper lies the tale of an invention that had to stumble, adapt, and fight for relevance before finally changing the world.